Probation by Jonathan Elliott. Alright, so how it started. Alright, so I'm gonna try to like shorten this up, make it nice and sweet. So pretty much I used to sell drugs, I'm not even gonna lie about this. And my sister got pregnant, and so she didn't want to drink or smoke anymore, and she didn't want her boyfriend to smoke or drink anymore. But her boyfriend was like, he didn't give a shit. Like, he is his own person. Like, me personally, I wouldn't care, but I'm not my sister. And so my sister didn't want Josh, her boyfriend, to smoke or drink while she was pregnant. Like, she was like, if I'm doing this, we're doing this together. And so Josh was like, nah, screw that. And then Josh finally came to his conclusion. He was like, all right, I'm going to stop drinking and smoking. So he came up to me and he was like, yo, dude, today's going to be my last day smoking weed. Like, I'm for real this time. Can I just, like, get, like, a bowl pack or something? And I was like, you know what, dude, I feel your pain. I'm going to give you 0.5. So I was going to give him, like, a bowl pack, maybe 2 bowl packs, depending on how big the bowl is. Anyways, besides the point. And so, long story short, my sister found the weed on him. And she freaked out. She called the police. And I didn't know she called the police. So like I'm standing, I'm like sitting in my room, and I hear this loud bang on the door. And my sister and my mom are out of the house right now. Like, they're talking to the cops down the street. And so I hear this loud bang on the door, and like I go up and I answer the door, and it's a cop, and I'm just like, yo, what the hell do you want, dude? Like, who called you? And then he pretty much told me that there was a call to my house. Like, my mom and my sister are down the street talking to other police officers. I need to come outside and sit. And so like I'm sitting down and I'm talking with this guy, and like I'm sitting here and I'm thinking to myself, if I go upstairs and I say this cop and I just walk inside and hide my shit, I'm gonna be straight. But I'm like, you know what? My mom won't let him search my house. I'm straight. So like I didn't I just sat there and I just like talked to him. Like, I wasn't high or anything. Like, so I was sober. So like I was straight with talking to him. And so my mom comes back, and like 2 cops are sitting there talking to my mom, and I hear them ask my mom, can we search your son's room? And my mom's like, go ahead. And I'm just like, and so I'm sitting there, and like I had to go upstairs with them, and I'm sitting on the steps and I'm watching them, and like and they end up, long story short, they find my stuff. They like find 24 tabs of acid, LSD, and then they find some weed. All right. And so the cop looked at me, and he was like, if you were 18, I would be cuffing you and taking you to jail right now. And I was like, okay. And he was like, I'm going to send this to like some juvenile thing, and they like decide what they want to do with the kids. So he sends it off, and like, and yeah. And like a few days goes by, and then I end up getting arrested. All right. So anyway, so I get arrested. I get taken to the back of a cop car, and I go to the youth shelter. And I'm not doing anything. I don't know what happened there. Okay, and so I get taken to the youth shelter, and I'm in the youth shelter for like a day. And the next day after like the youth shelter, oh my God, it was so terrible. I could not sleep at all, by the way. Like, I slept on the hardwood floor because I don't know why. It was just so hot in my room. Like, I legitimately slept on the hardwood floor with like my blanket as a pillow, and I didn't use a blanket that night because I was just sweating so bad. Anyways, and so the next day comes and I go to court, and they pretty much just continue my court, and so I get put on house arrest, and I get put on house arrest for 3 months, and then after that I get put on actual probation for a year, supervised probation. That's what I'm on right now. Requirements of probation, this may like vary between person to person. Me, I had to either A, get a job or do community service. I don't work for free, so I got a job. And then there is also random drug testing. So like you have to be able to piss clean, which I have every time. 7 months sober, by the way, guys. Let's go. What's up? There's these things that are like group meetings. Actually, it's 7 months sober today. Actually, like today's my 7th month. Anyways, and there's these things. They're like group meetings, and you have to go and you have to like pretty much like share your drug use with people and like the requirements of the group meeting. You have to be able to piss clean. You have to go to 2 NA meetings a week. You have to you just have to follow the rules. You can't be late to class or it doesn't count and like all this other stuff. There's also some other things like 90 meetings in 90 days. That's pretty much where you have to go to 90 NA meetings in 90 days. So like you could go to like 2 today and then like skip tomorrow and not go to 1 and then like keep going to 1 every other day or 2 every other day or 1 every day, like however you want to do it. And then you can get your license suspended, which I got my license suspended for 6 months. Yeah. So that really sucked. All right, group classes. How I got into group. So pretty much, I think if I didn't have my old counselor, I would have been straight. I wouldn't have been in group classes. But I met with this lady named Laura, and she's pretty cool. Like she's nice, but like I hate her now because I had her a long time ago, and she said like. And we talked about, like, my weed smoking and, like, all that, like, 3-4 years ago. And then, so when I went back to her this time, she was like, I would have put you in the drug classes then, so I'm going to put you in them now. She didn't ask me any questions. Like, it was over in, like, 20 minutes. She already knew what she wanted to do. It was BS. We learned about addiction, powerlessness, how, like, how drugs consume you and you can't really like you're pretty much not you, like you're living in the moment and like you're like I need my fix now. So you learn about that stuff. Talk about addictive properties like getting sick like because you don't have the drug that like your body needs anymore. Like your body comes to a point where it's like, okay, I need this, or like I'm gonna shut down. And so like you end up like start taking drugs to like not really get high anymore. It's to feel normal. Like I'm not sick. I'm not sweating bullets and freezing at the same time. Like I'm not puking my brains out. Stuff like that. Tips for probation. Okay, this is pretty much self-explanatory. If you guys ever get on probation, like this is how you're gonna get through it. Don't smoke weed. Don't drink. Don't do any drugs at all. Be compliant. Listen to what your probation officer has to say. If he asks you to like go to group classes, do that. Just anything. Kiss ass. Like I'm sorry for my language, but seriously, kiss some ass like on probation. Like be really presentable to your probation officer. Like when my probation officer comes, I take off my hat. I leave it on the table. If I'm wearing a watch, I keep my watch on. But like if I have like a chain on or something, I take that off. I'm serious. I try to be presentable for him. Obey the laws. Don't drive on a suspended license. That's kind of self-explanatory. And the biggest one, don't get put on probation. There you go. All right, so these are some facts about like juvenile probation, African Americans getting put on probation versus white people getting put on probation, stuff like that. So the first fact, an estimated of 7,100 juveniles were charged with felonies in adult court in 1998. So 7,100 juveniles in one state, that was I believe it was Michigan, were charged with felonies in 1997 or 1998. So 7,100 kids were charged with probation in one state. Think about 50 states. How many kids were being charged with felonies and going to like charged with adult felonies? So like they're being charged as an adult and they're getting felonies. Like that's absurd to me. 46.6% of juveniles that were placed on probation were back on probation or in jail within 5 years of adulthood. So that means, like, say you're 16, you get like a petty weed charge, and You have to do 6 months of probation. And after you turn 18, 46.6% of the kids that were charged before they were 18 were back in jail or on probation again after they turned 18. I don't know about you guys, but that's 50%. That's like almost 50%. That sucks. That's crazy. Which between 2003 and 2013, the rate of youth committed to juvenile facilities after adjudication of delinquency fell by 47%. I'm not really sure what I wanted to write there, but yeah, that. So basically, I think that what that's saying is, basically, I'm just gonna like round up. 50, about 50% of kids that were on probation went back to probation when they were over 18. And what that's saying is that was cut in half between 2003 and 2013. So basically it's like about 25% now, which is pretty good. Learning. In 2000, well, actually, I take that back to not really learning because they're still getting put on probation, which I can't really say. Never mind, I can't say anything. I'm on probation. Anyways, in 2010, African Americans comprised 17% of all juveniles, but 31% of all arrests. So I don't know if that's like because of discrimination or like it just so happens that like more black people commit crimes than like white people. The reason why I say more black people, like what I just said, is because there's also white people getting arrested, Latinos, Asians, Chinese, Japanese. Like it's not just white versus black people getting arrested. Like there's other races. So I'm not sure if it's because of discrimination or like what it is, but it just seems that more black people are getting arrested than white people. African Americans now consist nearly of 1 million of the total 2.3 million incarceration population. So what that means is 1 million out of the 2.3 million people that are in jail are black people. All right. I wanted to ask you this before, like I said that, but what do you see in this picture? Serious, look, what do you see in the picture? Yeah. See, isn't that crazy? That's a real picture, by the way. Right? In 2010, all black men were 6 times as likely as white men to be incarcerated in federal, state, and local jails. So I know that's not 6 times like the rate, but it's just the number. Yeah. So if you're black, okay, hold on. I'm gonna use you as an example. If you're black and I'm white, which I am white, you're 6 times as likely to go to jail as I am because you're black. She's not actually black, but I'm just saying. All right, that's it.
How was it?
How was what?
The feeling of achieving 7 months. It's like relievful.
Do you want me to be completely honest?
Yep.
Sucks. I hate it. I'm not even gonna lie. Like there have been so many like the reason why I think it sucks so much is because some of my friends smoke weed and like when they smoke weed around me, it's just like, damn. And I'm trying to quit smoking cigarettes too. Like in the beginning of my probation, I used to smoke. I still kind of smoke cigarettes, but not nearly as often. I would smoke cigarettes whenever they smoked weed, and I'm just like, it's not the same. So I mean, yeah, it sucks. Anything else?
Do you still drink? Are you clean?
Can't drink. I would totally drink if I could, but I can't because of group classes.
How's that? Do you think that's helped your focus or your thinking or
No? I mean,
sleep habits?
no, when I drink, like, It's so much easier to go to sleep. But I mean, it doesn't really matter. Like I don't really have to go to sleep until like 2 o'clock in the morning, anyways. So.
Does any of this feel worth it? Like, do you feel better at all? Like knowing that you can't really get in trouble, like knowing that like you can't do this stuff, so you're kind of staying out of trouble. Like, is any of that a relief?
Physical activities.
Well, I have gone golfing a few times, which when I was smoking weed and selling weed, I kind of golfed more than ever because like that was like my hobby. I could afford things like new golf clubs and stuff like that. Um, I mean, yeah, I still have my golf clubs, but like they're out of date. But I don't really care. I like them.
Have you tried any sort of exercises to help keep you sober?
I did go to the gym for a while, and then I had to go to group classes, and so basically now I have to. Well, for the rest of this week, I have school, group classes, work, and NA meetings I have to go to, and so I have 2 group classes. I have to go to a week, which is Monday and Wednesday, and then I have to go to 2 NA meetings a week, which I usually do it either Tuesday and Thursday or Monday and Tuesday, which I've recently been doing Tuesday and Thursday because like it's just the only days that I'm actually free. And then I go to school every morning, Monday through Friday. This is for the last 6 weeks, by the way, 7 weeks, and I have work Friday, Saturday, and Sunday. So like my schedule is slammed. It sucks. Anything else?
How much longer do you have for probation?
6, 7, like 7 months. 6, 7 months, yeah. So wait, hold on, let me do the math. June, January, February, March, April, May, June, July, August, September, October, November, December. 6 months.
Have you tried any new hobbies?
Have I tried any new hobbies? Like, I mean, I used to go to the gym a lot, but I don't really do that as often anymore. I don't really have time for like any hobbies right now. I play Xbox like for an hour like every night, and that's about it.
So what do you foresee after you're off probation?
Well, when I'm off probation, I'm gonna have I think I'm gonna be out of school by then. Wait. Yeah, I'm pretty sure I'm gonna be out of school by the time I'm off of probation. And then what probation has helped me with, like I'm not even gonna lie about this. I didn't want to go to Nova. Like I didn't want to go to college at all. Like I was like screw college, and like it opened my mind up to be honest. And like now I'm considering going to Nova for 2 years, and then going to like JMU or Radford and getting like my bachelor's degree. I'm pretty sure that's 4 years, right? Bachelor's. And then I kind of want to go to med school for 2 years after that, but I'm not really sure about the med school. It's like 6 years in college. It's like 6 more years of school, which I'm super excited to get out of school. So like I'm not really sure if I'm gonna do that. I might just go to Nova for 2 years just to have like that behind me. Like yeah, I did go to college for 2 years. I know it's not nothing major, but I did.
But it makes a difference when it's your passion, when you're doing it because you like it, or you see
Yeah.
it needs to an end as opposed to being told.
And another thing that I'm considering is going to law school, like to help kids that are in my situation. So,
What do you guys think about John talking in front of a jury?
He'd be good.
I think it'd be pretty good.
Believe me, guys, I've been through this. I'm a lawyer.
Trust me, I know.
Lawyer.
anything else? Am I good?
Thanks.
All right, guys. Thanks for letting me present.